Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bull Central. We're gonna take a ride in the old Wayback Machine today. Gonna do a retro Roundup gaming segment. I have not done one of these in quite some time. I think the last time I did it actually was Indiana Jones, like this old LucasArts Indiana Jones game that everybody loves, and everybody loves this game too. Now LucasArts does not exist anymore, sadly, although Lucasfilm Games now does exist. Two different entities, two different parts of the same company, although now, of course, it's owned by Disney, so it's going to be a little bit different. Regardless. This is Star Wars Republic Commando. This is actually a really fun game, even today. Now, this came out what is the math here? 17 years ago, 2005. Is that right? Please tell me that's right. It literally came out 2 months before Episode 3, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, came out. And man, I gotta tell you, I was so jazzed. I was so pumped for Episode 3. And I was so pumped for this game too because the gaming media at the time, like magazines and IGN. IGN, by the way, not to divert attention too much, but they just named this one of the best Star Wars games ever made. They just did that. So I'm not blowing smoke, man, or any other kind of noxious chemical that I know of. That's a weird thing to say. So yeah, this came out a couple months before Episode 3, and man, I just devoured this game when it came out. I remember, I guess I would have been about 20 years old. I was about 20 years old, and I went down to the local Blockbuster video, and I rented it for my Xbox, the OG Xbox. And honestly, I'm the kind of gamer that doesn't really marathon games. I take small segments and I tend to savor whatever game I'm playing. But I remember distinctly getting hooked on this one and just never wanting to stop. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. And I found that even just this past week playing it again. I found that God, man, there's so many good things about this game. There's so many things that were ahead of their time. I don't know if you want to use the word revolutionary because I don't really know how influential this game was in the long run, but it must have been because, more or less, Republic Commando was kind of seen as the Lucasfilm Halo. You know what I mean? Like Halo was Halo, and it was the big deal that it was. And this is similar in a lot of ways. First of all, it's a first-person shooter, and second of all, a lot of the flow of the combat is very similar to Halo. But I tell you what, where it really has going for it is this idea of running tactically running a squad of clone troopers. You're a clone trooper. They all have different voices. I still can't figure that one out. They didn't get the same, guy who kind of sort of sounds like Tamara Morrison to do all of it, but whatever. And I gotta tell you, man, like issuing it's the little things. It's the fact that you can tell your squad to do just about anything at all. You can get your squad to place charges on doors. You can get your squad to heal themselves at a Bacta dispenser. You can get your squad to set up position, take offensive position, take defensive position. You can tell your squad to attack a specific target. You can revive squad members, which was not that new, which was kind of a new gaming principle, the idea that you could revive anybody. Let alone having your squad, you can command your squad to revive you. I mean, that's like way ahead of its time. It doesn't sound like much, but it is. It's ahead of its time. And I don't know how to explain it. It just has that right mix of action ratio, cooldown ratio, interacting with your squad. The AI on the squad is somewhat beautiful. Very well done. Like, even if you don't tell them what to do, they kind of do what you want them to do. And I have to say, like, it's a treat, man. And you get to go to some cool places. It's prequel era Star Wars. Not everybody's into that. I kind of am nowadays, believe it or not. I know that growing up, I am of the generation that basically loathes the prequels as Star Wars fans. That's what we were supposed to do. And I understand now that younger generations really love the prequels. And the more that I watch the prequels, the more that I like the prequels. As funny as that sounds. And I do watch them a lot. And you got Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, the show on Disney Plus, which is fleshing out the details of the prequels. I mean, God, people complain about all the Star Wars stuff happening these days. I'm like, yeah, but there's stuff happening these days. Like, how many years did we always have to go between a new Lucasfilm project, let alone a Star Wars movie or a Star Wars game? Oh lordy, there's just so much good Star Wars stuff out now. It's like the franchise is stronger than it's ever been. This is a great flashback. This is a great way to look fondly on gaming history. It is a revolutionary title. Kind of bullet spongy, these guys, is these super battle droids. little bullet spongy, but that's okay. That's okay. Everything is bullet spongy these days still too. Anyways, I gotta tell you, if you've never played Star Wars Republic Commando, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It is a fantastic game. It is definitely a retro game worth your while because it doesn't feel retro. That's what's great about it. It feels fresh. It feels current. It feels like, update the graphics, give it a remaster. You could re-release this thing. How awesome would that be if they got all the old Lucasfilm or LucasArts games together and remastered them suckers? Okay, all right. I mean, I guess that's really all I wanted to say. Do me a favor, everybody. Like and subscribe and all that nonsense, and hit the bell and whatever people ever say. Smash the bell, whatever they say. I don't follow trends. I'm too trendy for that. Okay. Good show, everybody. Good show. And do me one last little eensy beensy. No one says eensy beensy. That's not a thing. Favor, and check out my new acoustic EP It's on Spotify. It's on here on YouTube. It's on my channel here on YouTube. It's iTunes. It's everywhere you can get music. It's acoustic music. It's good music. And that's all that you need to know, eensy beensy or not. Thank you. Good day, sir. Good day, madam. To you, madam, sir.